Football is a game of inches. We celebrate the icons who won it. All, the ones who lifted the gold. Under the bright lights. But what about the ones who had the world at their feet, only for the floor to fall out? Today, we aren't looking at the trophy cabinets. We are looking at the heartbreak. This is a squad of world-class talent cursed by timing, plagued by injuries, and haunted by what ifs. This is the unluckiest 11 in football history. Let's start between the posts with Rene Adler. In 2010, Adler wasn't just good. He was Germany's undisputed number one. But a rib injury just weeks before the World Cup forced him out of the squad. A young Manuel Neuer stepped in, became a superstar, and Adler never got his spot back. He didn't lose his career to a lack of skill. He lost it to a freak injury and the birth of a legend. Moving to the defense, we find a man who played without knees. Ledley King was so gifted that he didn't even need to train during the week. Yet he'd show up on Saturdays and pocket the best strikers in the world. Thierry Henry called him the best defender he ever faced. Imagine what he could have achieved if his body hadn't been working against him since day one. In the midfield, the heartbreak only gets deeper. Think about Marco Reus. He was the face of a generation, the golden boy of Dortmund. But as his teammates lifted the World Cup in 2014, Reus was watching from a hospital bed after an injury in the very last warm-up game. He spent his peak years as a genius trapped in a cycle of recovery. Then there's Abu Dhabi. At Arsenal, they called him the next Patrick Vieira. He had a touch of gold and the physical presence to dominate any pitch in Europe. But one horrific tackle early in his career shattered his momentum, leading to 42 separate injuries. He was a powerhouse made of glass. A player whose highlight reels only show a fraction of the talent we were robbed of seeing. And what about the attack? We have to talk about the phenomenon, Ronaldo R9. We saw his greatness. Yes, but we never saw his final form. Between 1999 and 2002, the world's most terrifying striker was a shadow of himself, battling knee surgeries that would have ended any other player's career. We got a legend, but we were cheated out of his greatest years. Finally, there's the modern-day mystery. Harry Kane, the greatest striker of his generation. A man who breaks goal-scoring records for fun, yet remains hunted by a trophy curse that defies logic. Even moving to a dominant side like Bayern, Munich couldn't break the spell in his first season. He is a king without a crown, still searching for the one thing his talent deserves. Success is usually measured in medals, but these 11 players prove that greatness isn't always rewarded. They gave everything to the game, and in return, the game gave them nothing but almost. So, who did we miss? Who is the captain of your unluckiest 11? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe.